You are looking at a rare species because I am a PowerPoint virgin. I know, Microsoft PowerPoint has been around forever, since 1990 in fact, which is like more than 2 decades. I couldn't run too far away from it, however. Death by PowerPoint is something I'm all too familiar with. Somehow I managed to escape, even though I worked for huge corporations for more than 8 years. I don't know how I did it, but I never had to give a presentation. But I did work for tech industries. An example of death by PowerPoint, how we typically looked. I can't help it. How do you fix this? I mean, I'm still an engineer at heart. I want to fix things. So then I started to wonder. Well, a couple of months ago, thanks to Anna, I happened to hear about something really cool. And the answer to the problem of boring presentations does exist. And that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. It's a patented technique developed in 2003 by Italian-born architect Astrid Klein and her partner, British architect Mark Ditham, while they were living and working in the highly creative city of Tokyo, Japan. But first things first, how do you pronounce it? Well, it sounds something like this.
Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha.
So, Pecha Kucha. This is a Japanese word, and according to Ken Kyusha's new Japanese English dictionary, Pecha Kucha means the sound of conversation, the sound of chit-chat, the sound of small talk. And the magical Pecha Kucha formula is simple. You get 20 slides, and each slide remains on the screen for 20 seconds. That means your presentation is exactly 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Perfect for a Toastmasters speech. The 20 by 20 format is the soul of Pecha Kucha, but the emphasis is on efficiency. If you've only got 6 minutes and 40 seconds to get your point across to the audience, you've got to be very focused and you have to select your words very carefully. So Pecha Kucha's success comes from its simplicity. But just how successful is it? Well, Pecha Kucha is a worldwide phenomenon. There are more than 414 cities that host Pecha Kucha nights. In Germany, there are 18, including Lübeck, Berlin, and Bielefeld. There are none yet here in Hamburg. And Pecha Kucha nights are hugely popular. There are cities where more than 2,000 people have shown up. I mean, that's crazy. They take place in restaurants, in clubs, in beer gardens, universities, outdoor open-air events, and then the most unusual one I read about took place in a prison. The other thing I like about Pecha Kucha is that it's open to everyone. Anyone can sign up to do a presentation. And this also means that if you do attend an event, you've got no idea what kind of presentation you're going to see. It could be anything. It's a total surprise. So for the next few slides, I'm going to talk about some of the Pecha Kucha presentations that I saw online. A lot of them have to do with architecture, because architects typically have a lot of ideas about projects they're doing, but never have the money to fund it. So it's a way for them to talk about their ideas. Another guy a Finnish guy talked about all the best things that he loved about Sweden. There were some political Pecha Kucha presentations where people talked about when you're rebuilding a destroyed city, it's not just about throwing money at it, you have to have a plan to rebuild it. And then there was another architect who talked about how failure is an opportunity for learning. He had built a bridge that fell and actually killed like 152 people, and then later on built great things from these failures. And the most interesting one was from Der Spiegel, when they did a review of a Pecha Kucha night in Berlin. A woman came up on stage and she basically said, in the last 4 years I've taken 2,000 pictures of myself. 20 I'm about to show to you now. And they were all naked pictures. Or you could do an informational, like I have, a Pecha Kucha on Pecha Kucha. So hopefully I've answered all of your questions if you were ever wondering about Pecha Kucha. So we're coming to the end. How it's pronounced, what it is, what it means, when and where it got started, who invented it, why it was invented, why it's successful, where it takes place, how many people show up, and what kinds of presentations you can see. And then that leaves me with you. Because it is possible for Toastmasters to do a Pecha Kucha night. I mean, it would be perfect. The speeches are 6 minutes and 40 seconds. We talk about absolutely any subject. So maybe there's a speech that you're already preparing that you might be able to just add 20 slides to. If you're interested in visiting, the very next Pecha Kucha night is in Bielefeld on this coming Thursday. Otherwise, there's one in Berlin at the end of the month on June 28th. And then if I've really inspired you, then